I think everybody knows why we're here. We got some really cool information from Parabon through a forensic genealogist. We're going to try to covertly get a DNA sample from one of 6 people that CC has identified as a possible contributor of the semen and hair found at the Angie Dodge homicide. He lives in the area, he has the right surname, right, I guess, autosomal DNA.
It's very good. Very good.
I'll be able to pronounce that.
I hate you guys.
Everybody's just like,
all right.
wow.
So, no, it's all right. So, one thing that's beneficial for us is he's got 2 sons who will share a lot of his same DNA, and according to CC, even if we can get a sample from them, that'll help us to narrow down who our likely suspect is. I mean, this is the first step in what's going to eventually help us catch this guy. I know, it's the kind of thing that's been giving me goosebumps for months, and I'm excited about it, so I hope you guys all are too.
Get some gloves, get some swabs, get some evidence bags. We want to be secretive when we do it, but we also want to preserve that DNA evidence as best as we can.
Good job, Sage. Autosomal. Autosomal.
One of the 6 names that CC had identified lived near a city that was about 2.5 hours away from where we are.
He worked in a factory, was a family man, living out in a home in a rural area. He didn't seem like the type of person that would do something like this, but I've learned in my work you can't always tell who is capable of such violence.
The suspect knows what they did 22 years ago, when I can only imagine that they're on heightened alert every day, all day.
So we put a plan together between 6 and 8 of our own detectives.
There could be DNA here.
And we'd made contact with their local investigators as well in that area.
This is the target vehicle. We'll keep an eye on it and wait.
So we're just gonna hopefully find some piece of DNA that he discards, whether blowing his nose, drinking a soda, whatever it may be. And then we'll collect that without him noticing and submit that for further testing.
Any information that I'm providing to the detectives is simply a tip. They are not going to just run out and arrest someone.
Have good eyes on the car.
They have to build that traditional case and collect that DNA sample to compare it to their crime scene DNA.
That's him.
He didn't spit or throw anything out on the way out to the vehicle. I'll follow him out.
It was really hard to surveil him because his house was in a really remote location where it was mainly rural farm country.
Doesn't look like there's a really good spot to actually watch the house itself, so we're gonna have to find out.
Somebody's gonna have to get an eye.
And so to have surveillance vehicles around just stuck out like a sore thumb.
Hey Bill, I'm gonna take a parallel road.
The first day was a long day, a 12 or a 14-hour day.
Here at the house, there has been really no movement, and so hopefully we'll have better luck tomorrow and be able to get that DNA sample.
Second day, we split half of the team on the son and half the team on the father. If we can get the father's sample, that would be fantastic, but if it's too difficult, perhaps we can get the son.
All right, he's starting to move.
We followed the father from his place of work.
You lighting up a cigarette or doing anything we should watch for? Now that I can see right now.
Now we realized through the course of our surveillance
Car we're looking for right here.
that his vehicle registration was expired.
Westbound, Haverly Road.
And officers use handheld devices now to check for blood alcohol level concentrations.
Heading right towards you.
Okay, the trooper's right behind him now.
So if we could get a breath sample voluntarily, not coerced in any way, we could probably get an adequate sampling from this breath tube.
Okay, I'm back to eyes on the trooper.
Just stay with him as best you can.
Does one of you want to drive in, look for the sons?
Copy this, we got eyes on you.
His son
I am right behind him.
ended up going into a local bank there.
Secondary subjects pulled into this bank.
So the farmer blows right there, I think.
He came out of the bank and spit a couple wads of chew here. We hopefully will get some DNA. Looks like we'll get some good stuff.
We continue to surveil the father.
Hey, Bill, so our trooper's up at the Windows.
And then he has his alpha sensor with him to try to get a breath sample. So.
Oh yeah.
It's so cold it doesn't stick.
Well, gentlemen, the magic just happened.
He just blew in the alpha sensor too.
Sweet.
Looks like you're gonna owe somebody some dinner tonight, Bill.
I love my wife, but you are now a close second, sir.
Thank him. He did all the dirty
Oh
work.
my
There's
gosh.
sample 1.
Beautiful.
There's sample 2.
Well, Bill, you're the proud new owner of 2 spit tubes.
That's awesome, dude. Spencer's so awesome. I tell you what, Spencer's MVP today. Right here. Right here. You know how I'm going to pay you back?
Ooh.
Dinner.
Ooh.
Dinner's on me.
Ooh.
DQ or Taco Bell. It's your call. Somebody look up places to eat. Near me.
So I'm really excited that they've been successful in getting this DNA. I was still on pins and needles waiting for those results to come in. Yeah. But when the results came back, it was a total shock.